Okay, I'm going to show you how to find the angle measurements, the sum of angle measurements of any polygon. So as you already know, in a triangle, all of the angles inside the triangle, the sum will always equal 180 degrees when you add up the angles. But I can show you how to find the sum of all the angles in any polygon, for example, a hexagon or a pentagon. And the trick is to draw triangles within the shape. So I'm going to show you here on the pentagon first. If I choose one vertex and draw a line from that vertex to another vertex in the shape, I'm going to create a triangle. So for example, I've just created a triangle right here. I can draw another line to another vertex, and I've drawn another triangle. Now there's no other triangles that I can draw, or no other lines I can draw to create more triangles in this shape. So I just now created 3 triangles in this shape. Well, each triangle has 180 degrees in it. So for each triangle, I can multiply 180 degrees to figure out how much all of the angles in this shape will equal. So 180 times 3 is 540. So the sum of all the sides in this pentagon, the sum of all the angles inside the pentagon are going to equal 540. Now on the hexagon, I'm going to show you here, I'm going to pick a different vertex. I pick one vertex and I'm going to draw lines from that vertex in order to try to figure out how many triangles I can create in this hexagon. 1, 2, 3 lines, but I created 4 triangles. So for each triangle, the angle measurements, these angle measurements are going to equal 180 for each triangle. 180, another 180, and another 180. So that means I've made 4 triangles. So 4 times 180 degrees is going to give me 720. So the sum of all the angle measurements in a hexagon will always equal 720. No matter what shape you have, you can use this trick. However, we don't want to have to draw shapes every time we want to figure it out, so there's a formula. And if you notice, the hexagon has 6 sides. This is a 6-sided shape. And it created 4 triangles. Notice in the pentagon, it's a 5-sided shape. It's a 5-sided shape. And it made 3 triangles. Notice that the number of triangles we create is 2 less than the number of sides. In this shape, 2 less. So the formula looks like this. The sum, let me write it over here. The sum will always equal the number of sides take away 2 times 180. Okay? And n is the number of sides. So I could give you a 10-sided shape. So for example, let me add another, let's see here. See if I can add another slide. Okay, so if I told you to find the sum, if I told you to find the sum of the angles in a 10-sided shape, which is a decagon, you could figure that out without drawing the shape, okay? The sum of the angle measurements, which is represented by this, the capital S, is going to equal the number of sides of the shape, which is n, take away 2, and you multiply that by 180. N is the number of sides. We take away 2 because that's the number of triangles we can create in the shape. Then we multiply it by 180 degrees because that's how much the sum is for each of those triangles we created. So we can use that for anything. So to answer the question above for the 10-sided shape, we would figure out that the sum would be 10 minus 2 times 180, and then we would solve.